Partnership is a type of business in which two or more people enter, transact business together for mutual benefit. Why do they actually do a partnership? They do a partnership because they have limited resources, and by combining they want to increase their resources, both monetary resources and managerial skills. So if we actually break down the explanation of partnership, we can understand that partnership rises up from an agreement, which is either a written or oral agreement. It is between two people, that is minimum number of people who can be entering into a partnership. The maximum number is 50 according to the Indian Companies Act 2013. And partnership business is always done for mutual profit, that is to earn profit, maximizing profit. Why do we do a partnership business? Because we want to bring in the resources together, and as we have more resources, the chances of making more profit increases over a period of time. A partnership business is always an outcome of an agreement. It is important that there is a deed which mentions the terms and conditions of the business. However, the law does not make it compulsory to have a deed. What is the deed? Deed is a written document which gives you the basic concepts of the partnership. It gives you basic terms and conditions under which a partnership is done. The partnership deed is also known as the article of partnership, and there are many things which are there in the articles of partnership. The most important points which are there in the article of partnership or a partnership deed are the name and address of the partners and their firms, and the amount of capital invested by the partners, interest on capital and interest on drawing, salary and commission, and the profit sharing ratio. Apart from these four, there are also various other points which are mentioned in the partnership deed. As the law does not make it compulsory to have a partnership deed, in the absence of a partnership deed, the following things needs to be remembered. No interest on capital will be provided to the partners. No salary will be paid to the partners. Neither any commission will be paid to the partners. Neither, if the partners has taken any money from the firm, interest on drawing has to be charged to the partners. The only thing which has to be given is 6% interest on loan has to be provided to the partners who has given the loan to the firm, and this is a charge against profit, not an appropriation against profit. So even if the firm makes a loss, this interest should be given. Moreover, finally, the profits or losses which occur will be distributed equally among the partners and not in the PSR if it is mentioned. Now I'll go through the basic journal entries which are required when we do a partnership account, that is a profit and loss appropriation account, which is the first account which is prepared in a partnership business. Now the name itself suggests the profit and loss appropriation account is an account to actually appropriate the profit and losses among the partners. Therefore, the first entry which should be there in the profit and loss appropriation account is the profit which is in the credit side of the profit and loss appropriation account. But we should understand the journal entries of a profit and loss appropriation account. That will make it very clear how the profit and loss appropriation actually works. The first journal entry is profit and loss account debit to profit and loss appropriation account. This is for the net profit transferred from the profit and loss account to the profit and loss appropriation account. I have used the profit and loss appropriation account with a different color to highlight the place where it will be in the profit and loss appropriation account. Therefore, profit and loss will be there in the credit side of the profit and loss appropriation account. This is for the profit transferred from the profit and loss account to the profit and loss appropriation account. The next journal entry is for interest on capital. Please concentrate. There are two journal entries for it. First journal entry is for interest on capital provided. So the journal entry is interest on capital account debit to the partner's capital account. There can be 3 partners, there can be 4 partners. So over here, if there are 3 partners with the name A, B and C, the journal entry would be interest on capital account debit to A's capital, to B's capital, to C's capital, and we'll take the total of A, B and C's capital and write as interest on capital. This is for interest on capital provided. The second journal entry is for profit and loss appropriation account to interest on capital. This is for transferring the interest on capital to the profit and loss appropriation account. If you see that it has been transferred to the debit side of the profit and loss appropriation account. Continuation of journal entries can be seen. The next set of journal entries is for interest on drawing. You can see partners capital account debit to interest on drawing. Now over here, interest on drawing is paid by the partners to the firm. Therefore, it is an income to the firm. You can see over here partners capital account to interest on drawing. If we take the similar example, that means there are 3 partners. So if A's capital account debit, B's capital account debit to C's capital account debit to interest on drawing, and that is for the interest on drawing charged on partners. And the next journal entry is to transfer the interest on drawings to the profit and loss appropriation account, and you can see the entry interest on drawings account debit to profit and loss appropriation account, which says that the interest on drawing will be posted in the credit side of the profit and loss appropriation account. The next entry is partner's salary account or commission account debit to partner's capital account. I have merged the entries together, but it is always advisable to keep the entries separately. That means to keep partner's salary separate and partner's commission separate. They have been merged because both of them are expenses for the firm. And if you see the next journal entry, I have entered as profit and loss appropriation account to partner's salary or commission. That means it is shown in the debit side of the profit and loss appropriation account. Here the partnership deed mentioned it very clearly which partner will be paid a salary and which partner will be paid a commission. It can so happen that both the partners are paid salary, or both the partners are paid commission, or all the partners are paid salary and all the partners are paid commission. But obviously it is given very clearly in the partnership deed. It is an expense and therefore it needs to be written in the debit side. The final journal entry which we pass is to show the profit or loss of the profit and loss appropriation account. If we compare the debit side and the credit side, and if the credit side is heavier than the debit side, it results into a profit, and the journal entry will be profit and loss appropriation account debit to partner's capital account. That means the profit has been transferred to the partner's capital account in the given PSR. If there is no PSR, it will be distributed equally. Similarly, if the debit side is heavier than the credit side, then it is a loss and the journal entry is partner's capital account debit to profit and loss appropriation account, and that means it will be transferred to the partner's capital account even though if it is a loss. The profit and loss appropriation account is a continuation account of the profit and loss account. This is prepared in case of a partnership business to appropriate the profit and losses among the partners. It starts in the credit side by the profit and loss account, which is a transfer of the net profit from the profit and loss account, as I had already explained in the first journal entry. After that, we come to the debit side of the profit and loss appropriation account, which is the expense side of the profit and loss appropriation account, and we have the 3 expenses, which is the interest on capital, partner's salary and partner's commission. One thing should be remembered that all these 3 may or may not be there depending upon the partnership deed. In the credit side, there is an interest on drawing which is charged from the partners who had taken drawings from the firm. After preparation of the profit and loss appropriation account, we compare the debit side and the credit side and find if it is a profit or loss. Now, if the credit side, that is the sum of the net profit and the interest on drawing, is more than the sum of interest on capital, partner's salary and partner's commission, the balancing figure will be the profit, which will be distributed in the partner's capital account, which has been shown over there to partner's capital account. There can be a loss also. That means the debit side, that is the total of interest on capital, partner's salary and partner's commission, is more than profit and loss and interest on drawing. In that case, the loss will be shown in the credit side as partner's capitals. In a question, you will either get a profit or you will get a loss. Either you will have two partners capital account or you will have by partners capital account, and that will be transferred to the capital account of the firm. Therefore, we have to understand very clearly that this is a very important account which needs to be prepared, that is the profit and loss appropriation account, to appropriate the profit among partners in the given ratio according to the question. In my next lecture, I will talk about the calculation of interest on capital and interest on drawing and see how it is calculated on the basis of time.